Is it like insta hostage mage with this? Because I will concede. Don't you think I won't, Gabe? All right. I'm not going to play out a hostage mage match with this deck. It is not happening. The real sadness is Ham being even, but now New Heights being odd. True. True.
None will survive.
Secret Mage Prage.
I see you've brought guests.
Oh, probably not Hostage Mage. Probably not. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yep. Opponent is playing Spaghetti Mage. Sorcerer's Gambit. Alright. I can play this out. I can play this out. Hero power every turn. Let's go. Is it Odd Warrior if we don't coin hero power, chat? Answer me that. Answer me that. Doesn't this deck have like infinite damage at some point? Uh-oh. It'd be an Odd Warrior if we didn't. True. Yeah. Wow. I see. I see.
Job done.
Okay. I don't know that this hand is really doing it for me, chat. I'll say that much. I'll say that much. Should I Finley with that in mind? It's kind of awkward to Finley without what you dredge from the depths, considering I have from the depths in my deck. So maybe we're just gonna do this for now and suffer the consequences. They still run an ice block, but only 2. Yeah, I mean, their goal isn't to waste half an hour of my time. Like, this deck ice blocks a couple times and then kills you, so like I can try to outlast this, whereas the hostage mage takes a lot longer to get to much more inevitable damage. Does Questline Mage usually main deck a source of infinite damage? I think most of them run Ignite. I think even if Ignite wasn't the right like if we assume Ignite isn't the most optimized version of this deck, most decks would still have it in it. You know, it's that type of inclusion. You be nice. Yep, there we go. Okay, do that. And I'll do this. Was an objection. So this last one must be ice block, right? That dispels the mystery? It does. It does. Now we'll never... what? Now we'll always know. Remember when refreshing spring water cost 4? Also, Sorcerer's Apprentice at not less than 1. Do we really care about the other one? What was the other one? Gosh, what is that? Incanter's Flow? Is that its name? Alright, I'm tired of doing nothing, so I'm gonna go find other cards. Hey, Odin. How you doing, Odin? Ignite has the tech card appeal of, in my head, this lets me beat an unfavorable matchup in one card, and then in reality it's too malleable to ever truly disprove it. Yeah. Martian, did you know that the Earth is a planet in our solar system? You know, I didn't. I just found that out just now. Coming in here with the good information. Proud of you. Isn't that right, Gabe? Isn't that right? My opponent is really slow. If I end up winning this game, I think I'm gonna want to include it in the video. But maybe I don't want it at the front, right? Like, you want to play this game when people are already hooked. Sometimes I have plans of doing that, but like when I stream, I usually get a few days worth of content at a time. So I will occasionally forget. And then end up just like putting everything in the order it's supposed to be in anyway. And so this would be tomorrow's video. I have to remember that for timing. Like, once I'm done with the video, I have to still like edit and upload one. I'm gonna go see my friends later. I just have some friends who are still in town for the holiday. We're gonna meet up to play some Commander later. One of our friends isn't into Magic, and we're trying to change that. Of my little group of high school buddies, the 4 of us that still talk to each other regularly, only one of us doesn't play Magic, and you know, a good Commander pod is 4, right? So it'd be really nice if he did. But so we built him as like a Christmas present. We built him a Kalia the Vast deck because he likes dragons, and we're gonna see if we can't get him interested in playing more often, because the other 3 of us have been playing webcam Commander but with just 3 people. So that's my story about that. Just write it on a sticky note and put it on your monitor. Oh, okay, very good. The first hit is free, exactly. It's okay, Boo, you just need to make sure that future editor Boo skips into this little section so he remembers. True. Or maybe just slightly edit this one out to remove the dead space. I could do that if I wanted to puke and die. I sometimes edit a little bit, like right at the beginning of the first video of first game of a video, but I tend not to, because editing dead space and ums and whatnot out of games is a hobby ruining activity.
I have proven myself. I demand answers.
You have a friend not into Magic? Kick him out of the friend group, clearly. No, but he's into card games, so he tends to be a little bit more into one at a time than the rest of us. Like, at any given time, we're all have always been mostly into one card game. That card game changes with time, but at any given time we're mostly playing the one. but everyone but him
Witness true arcane magic. How enigmatic.
will still like. Sorry, let me figure out this one. At least that much. I think, yeah, I want to go. I shouldn't have done that first. I shouldn't have done that first. That was a mistake. Yeah, I totally messed that up. Man. I almost want to, like, now that I've ruined it, I almost want to just hold off and wait till I draw the other skipper. That was not good. I need to go Rockstar than this. Or at least, I don't know. I can always just hold on to one of these. It's fine. I think I could have gotten 2 more armor there. Anyways. So anyways, the yeah, we'll still play the other ones sporadically throughout whatever the group is mostly focused on. But once this guy gets his his focus into a card game, he's unlikely to shift to another one while his focus is on that card game, if that makes sense. So for a long time, it was Versus System was the card game he liked to play. That's an old, mostly Marvel versus DC game, but other comics would get in there sometimes too. But it's old. It's like before 2010 was when it was at its height. A lot before 2010, right? That would have been, I think, like a 2004 to 2008 type of game, if I was gonna guess. But then what he's currently into is Lorcana, and I would be into Lorcana if it wasn't so constantly expensive, but it is, so I'm not.
The time has come to dethrone.
But yeah, so he never really got into Magic. I think Magic is a little bit too much, front-loading information, right, to really hook you. And like all of his friends are way more steeped into it than him, so he's like at a big information disadvantage, if that makes sense. I would try Lorcana if it wasn't a Disney game. Disney is notorious for something licensing because it isn't profitable enough. Well, there's that. Here's a Baku. Look how cheap that Kil'jaeden is. That's the cheapest Kil'jaeden I've played this stream. Haven't played it yet. Which game am I trying to steal him away from? Yeah, I'm not really trying to steal him away. I'm just like, I'd like him to be interested in Commander Knight. Just because, like, it's a nice way for all of us to get together and just, talk, right? Other games don't really... blend over webcam in the same way. Every creature eats a potato. All right, chat. We've played the Kil'jaeden. We've done it. Burr, 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 burr. Not the malfunction. Let's draw one terrible minion for the rest of the game now. Yeah. It's all we need. It's all we need. The rift buffs were so good. Really happy how the small package ended up. Yeah. Yeah, it kind of fell off though, right? Like, I feel like it started getting real fair real quick. Mm-hmm. Well, is it time to start hitting me with ever increasingly scary ignites? They buy themselves a little time if they like kill that first. Also, wouldn't you rather use the ignite to kill that and freeze my face so I don't Odin you? I feel like that would be better, but that's just me. Alright, let's see what we've won. Yuck. You can really feel the difference in Kill Jaden when you do and don't have due process up. True. True. Damage just from my opponent. Is this a game of all time? It really is. It really is. I wonder what demons I'd hope for. I guess Mal'Ganis would be pretty good, except that I couldn't hero power in the same moment. Wow, it's this thing.
All forms of life will be.
Is there a demon that gives armor? Not that I can think of. I think if my opponent was a smart cookie, they would not use this ignite here, and they would save the second ignite for whenever the kill turn was, so that they can keep getting consistently higher damage, right? Because if they're playing, if they don't have the ability to draw both of these, then they're that's cool. Then they're splitting the increasing damage over 2 cards, which means it's only every other turn that an ignite does more damage instead of every turn that the ignite does more damage. So anyways, that's what I'd do if I was them. This ended up being plenty of armor, huh? Yeah, the 8/8 taunt gives armor, but it doesn't on Death Rattle. If you really think about it, like really hard, you're kind of fatiguing with Kill Jaden. I guess so. That's right, you freeze that 10-12. See what happens. They're out of juice, right? Like, what are they gonna do? Apart from lose to me. Unless, you know, like, if they magically have a Sleet Skater there, that'd be probably fine, right? Like, who cares? I don't.
I'm almost out of cards.
We won, yippee? Hard to say, hard to say. You never know. You never know what that last card is. I hope they'll play it so I can know. What is the last card? Is it First Flame? I've only played one so far. Oh, Ram Session. Only one First Flame, huh? Easy cut 1 ignite for First Flame. You don't need to. In my opinion, Oracle isn't much of a problem. It's Spell Burst, and Rogue has better spell draw spell damage +1 may be really good, but there are cheaper sources that allow for swifter combos. I never see anyone use Oracle in Wild. Oracle gets played in Wild. I think Dungar is the most honest card in Standard. Oracle completely overshadows Geodrake. Yeah, I mean, they nerfed Geodrake. No, I think Rogue has traditionally abused neutral cards up the wazoo. So any neutral card, wait, any time a neutral card gets used in Rogue, it's abuse. Like it's a negative thing. Like you just on an inherent level, if Rogue plays a neutral card, the neutral card needs to be nerfed.
I see you brought guests. Let me hear you make some noise!
I think Rogue treats its cards with respect and dignity. I think so too. Opponent, look at opponent respecting this 1/3, by the way. That's funny. They coin bashed that rather than let me get one tick off of it.
Your wish is my suggestion.
Look at Martian abuse this game timer by thinking true. True. Wild growth. Wild growth. Well, I'll be a son of a chungus.
Witness true arcane magic. How enigmatic.
I'd be a fan of them printing more deck pollution, Albatross, for stuff like Marn / Dungar decks. Is Ham 6 mana? It is, with all its heart.
Stop and smell.
With all its heart. Wow, that's pretty good. That's pretty good, chat. I'm into it. This deck would enjoy new heights, it would. Oh. Yo, would you consider anti-combo Highlander Hunter gameplay? I've already done a Hunter deck this stream, so I probably won't play another one today.
There's always room for dessert.
Ham! How dare you? Oh, thank you. What a sweetheart. You see that? So helpful. You've heard of wild growth, but have you heard of the new and improved domesticated growth? Haters will call it potted plant. Real. Real and true. You know what? That's cool too. That's cool too. I'd rather have a free 6/5 with Divine Shield than pay 9 mana for 2 of them. Except that, you know, I'm floating a lot of mana right now. Was this pulled out of my deck too? Or did I play that and use it? I played it and used it, okay. When will the mini set be released? Good question. I would guess in January?
Your spells
I mean, I'll take it, I guess. We're probably 2 weeks out from reveals if they go by their usual schedule. Didn't they already do a heroic brawl this expansion? It happened too early for me, and it happened at a time that it was inconvenient to play it for me. Like it was like sprung on us, and I didn't have time to like practice standard. This game is becoming a mess. Like this one? Or the game generally. The StarCraft part of the Battlegrounds Pass is going to be available in February. Interesting. Oh, should I just take this? Probably. Makes me want to hold on to these, actually. Do I tempo them, or do I save them to Finley for cheap stuff? Nobody knows. I guess I'll hold off. Are they gonna cast Lorthamar and then beat us with Trenchstalker? They just play Black Rock and Roll. I see what you're saying. If they take my Odin, I'm uninstalling everybody's Hearthstone. Everyone say goodbye to Hearthstone. I'm over it. I'm over anyone having access to Hearthstone. This is disgusting. Filthy. So cringe. Oh, thank goodness. I'm over it. I'm over it, chat. Hey, wait. They gave me the buffed one. Alright. Okay, here's my big fancy thing. And we're just gonna smork them down because the more time they have, the more I lose. Opponent is a gamer. Opponent is a gamer. When will Wild Growth be buffed to be playable on 1 mana? Yeah, that's the question on everyone's mind. Opponent is abusing the swap cards ability. That's true. That's true. Super true. Super duper true. I can't wait for the StarCraft cards, not because I care much about StarCraft, but more because I think the new cards would allow for more flexible strategies that I would be able to enjoy. My deck keeps feeling like something is missing. So you just want new cards. It's fair enough. I too occasionally want new cards. All right. All
forms of life will be planetary decimation.
Planetary desolation. I save these for a future turn. Right? A turn where this isn't up. I enjoy standard now and then, but I've always felt like the card pool is too shallow. Yeah. Ugh. That's a little scary.
Our gift of the arcane enlightens us.
Oh, I was gonna use that. Brutal. Well, in that case.
All forms of life will be.
Arena Warrior? Yeah, they played Zephyrs earlier. I'd be down for a 9-set standard, but I also wouldn't want cards to hang around for 3 years. Yeah, that's the trade-off. Pokemon has cards hanging around for 3 years. And I don't know how I feel about it, to be honest. I like my cards lasting in standard longer.
Our gift of frost shields us.
What was my last riff? Chorus riff. All right.
So many choices. It's hammer time.
I got my wife Lorcana cards for Christmas, and now she's talking about playing. How broke am I going to be? I guess it depends on how you want to purchase them. Because if you just, like, you know, buy packs and build from what you find, it's probably whatever. But if you want to build like real decks, it's Jover. It's Jover. As a hunter Giga Chad yourself, do you prefer aggro hunter or value hunter? I don't love trying to make something work where it doesn't. There have been a few Reno hunters that I've thought were pretty cool, but for the most part, I think that, like, it doesn't have to be quote-unquote aggro hunter, but proactive hunter decks tend to be more fun just because the class is built to be proactive, and so you're playing into its strengths instead of like forcing the warlock playstyle on hunter. You know what I mean? Hey Blam. MartianBuu Gumperson added again. True.
No matter the danger, I'll always chase a good discovery.
So mid-range? No. I said not necessarily aggro, just proactive. So including but not limited to. And also not worth putting a label on as far as calling it mid-range. Did I lose one of my razor pins? Oh yeah, they bashed it like right off the bat. Okay. So could go boop, 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 boop. Not very exciting.
So many choices.
Could go boop, 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 boop. That gets rid of the TNTs. Okay. Is that even good though? Probably. It's like what I have to do right now.
I'll show you who's coming.
I feel like they should make a twist set that adds a bunch more Death Knight and Demon Hunter cards with the purpose of allowing more variation of Death Knight and Demon Hunter strategies. You know what? I've always wanted them to do a wild exclusive set for primarily Demon Hunter and Death Knight cards where the cards are designed to be as if those classes were around for the sets from before. I've always thought that would be cool. Relatively expensive demon, let's go. Ugh. Alright, so I play that, I do that. Not gonna lie, this is looking bleak. Yeah, I'm not I'm not filled with as much confidence as I had previously, I'll say that much.
So you're a
Mm-hmm. It's relatively expensive to a turn 1 mana pool. True. So I guess I'd be using this to kill that. Oh my. Nice.
Hammer time.
Void Lord would go great, by the way. I'd be really into it. Or, what's the chess one? Scrumby Queen or something like that.
Let's give them a
Uh-oh. Wretched Queen? Alright. Hopefully that minion's terrible. I'll say that much. I'll hope that much. This is not gonna survive that very much, is it? Wonder what we want. Oh, are we dead? Looks pretty dead. Looks pretty dead, chat. Ow!